I've always went on that philosophy that you need 3 things you need to focus on, because if you just did internet leads, then your business wouldn't be as successful, because you've got to fill in with the different areas and what's meaningful to you. So I'll just share quickly with you the 3 buckets that I focus on is my personal sphere. I've been in the business a long time, and my church community is very important to me. And I do a lot of volunteer work there. I do a lot with the congregation, and luckily it's a small congregation. And fortunately, I'm doing it with a realtor, so that's a good thing. I know there's a lot of larger churches. But anyway, they're a big source of my business. I get a lot of repeat business from them, and it's great when we have people come on. They always, say, "Hey, did you meet Lisa?" And so I get a ton of business from there. Another pocket that I have is the past business that I have, not just from there, but just staying focused on my past clients that I've had and staying in contact with them. And a lot of times when I close with them, I go on Facebook and be their friend and just kind of keep up with their lives so I can keep in touch with them. Now, I do say I have lost contact with some, but I'm trying to get better at that. That's something I'm going to work on this next coming year. With cards and things that Kathy was talking about, sending out to reconnect with some of the people that I did lose contact with. But the other thing is internet leads, and that's what I was asked to talk about today, how I do it to keep up and try to keep that pipeline. Again, one is this Kathy. I think about 50% of my business, 60% is repeat business that I have, and the other is what the team hands me, and then the internet leads that I do. And I think last year, my filler with the internet leads, I think I did about 4.5 million in just my internet leads. And that's focusing on them. So I'll share a little bit of what I do to kind of connect with them. And fortunately, I'm on a team, so I don't have to worry about content because he provides that for me. Crazy awesome about that. But when I get a lead that comes in, I don't look at them as a cold lead, I look at them as a cool lead until I start talking to them or communicating with them. So when I immediately get my lead, I immediately text them, and I immediately send them an email. And then I turn and I put them on a drip campaign. It'll send them about information about the area. Why would you want to be in Charlotte? The videos. That gives them information that's important to them, that's resourceful, but it just isn't me going, "Hey, you want to buy a house? Are you moving with information?" But what I focus on is I have a database. I probably have about 700 leads in there, and I don't know if you've been to any training, and you're only supposed to have 100, because really an agent can only focus on about 100 leads at a time and give them full attention to. So I come up with a system that works with me or works for me. Is if I get a lead and they're not responding within a month or 2, I keep them on the drips, keep them on the system as far as not an 8x8 type thing, but everything is branded and specific.
What does that mean? Because I don't know.
8x8s? It's touching someone 8 times within a specific period of time. But normally, a person that's out looking for homes on the internet, that's where they're looking. They're not ready. They're just looking. It's about 6 months before they're ready. They're going to search on different sites. You're not the only one. They might be on EXP, KW, LNT, all these companies.
They are.
Yeah, they are. Trust me, they are. They usually tell you. But so if I'm sending them something the same as the other 4 agents, it's the same information, where are you going to go? I've read that email. It says the same thing at the top, and they just kind of put it in your trash. But if you're sending them something different, and it stands out, it's value, and usually a video that they're going to open before they will just that same old email. Now I do mix and mingle. I do send them regular emails, and I also send them the value content. So that's what I do, is I put them all on that drips, and then if I'm not able to reach that person by text, I call them. But I haven't had really good, I guess, someone calling me back or answering on that first 3, 4, 5 times that I call them. So, but then they'll answer me via text eventually. As they say, it might be a week later, but they'll answer me. I have leads, just got one this past week that they answered me. I put them in archive because I did all my work up front. Scope them out on Facebook, scope them out on LinkedIn, try to figure out as much as I can about the person, and they just weren't responding. So I archived them and keep them on all the drips. They came back to me, sent me a text going, we really want to use you. You've been so diligent about sending us information. This is 6 months later. on this particular one. You've been diligent about providing us resourceful information. I don't even know what I was sending them. Other than I put them on my drips. I know that whatever he's provided is good information, and it's going out once a month. And they think I'm doing something superior above and beyond the others.
Let me kind of add to that a bit. I mean, obviously everybody can't have this big back end, custom drip with videos. I mean, it takes a long time to do that, but a manual way of doing what she's doing is to actually look at what they're looking at. So if you're going to say, I'm going to look at my database, and you see Susie Smith is looking at Northstone in Huntersville, write them a quick email. Hey, I see you're looking at Huntersville, a lot of homes in Northstone. Northstone's a great neighborhood. Write some things about Northstone. Did you know they have a great clubhouse? They've got this, they've got that. And did you know that Skybrook and Burkdale are very similar neighborhoods in that area as well, in the same town? Just wanted to give you some information. That might be one quick email that you send that person from that. And put the links to Skybrook and Burkdale in there so that they could click, because curiosity is going to get them on the other side of that, and it's going to continue them looking.
To piggyback off that, it's not all automated for me. That's great that I have that system, but when you have a wealth of leads coming in, you've got to automate somewhat of it.
Yeah.
But I take 3 days a week. I mean, some people could do more, but that's just what fits in my schedule. I spend 3 days a week. I block 2 hours of my time, and I focus on leads that are my internet leads. I do the things that he's talking about. If I notice that they're looking in a certain area, or like a Northstone, or if they're looking, they keep looking at a certain video, I'll look at the video of what they keep looking at. And it might be it might be South End, it might be land that they're looking for. So I'll just take that time and then send them a quick email, a personal email saying, hey, noticed you've been looking at this information. Can I send this? And I attach whatever I think is pertinent at that time. But it's important that I spend a certain amount of time per week focusing on that. Sometimes I get immediate response, and then there might be times where I don't get response for like 3 or 4 weeks. But it's still a pretty good turnout.
So Lisa, one question. When you send them an email, suppose you get a lead and call them right away, they didn't pick up. Do you instantly send them an email?
She said she does a text first.
So you send the text first. How long do you wait till you correspond with them the second time?
Oh, I send a text, a call, and 9 times out of 10 I don't get through. Same time. Then I send them a text. They could be at work. They could be, most of the time they're on the internet. They shouldn't be.
These 3 things in one.
And I
day.
send an email.
Okay.
Then I put them on my drip, which we have content sending out, and that goes out with the end of the week. So that's another one. And then I follow back up the following week just to see.
When did you say your time block was? What time of the day are you doing it?
I choose different times. I think Thursday is a good time in the evening, like 4 to 7. Tuesday, I think was my worst day. So I do kind of follow those scripts, and then I pick one morning day.
When do you give up on them?
I don't. I put them in archive and I put them on a drip.
An internet lead is 6 to 12 months out from buying, and they don't want to talk to you. They don't care about you. They care about houses.
I thought I had 2 possible leads at the open house, and when did they're not responding? So when do you just
Keep sending them value. I always say have a one-sided conversation with them for 6 to 12 months. You'd be surprised. Hey, here's this. Hey, here's that. Hey, there's this. You were interested in this. Here's some more information on Huntersville or the neighborhood, or here's 3 festivals that are happening. Just stay in touch with them. Because they're just not ready right now. You don't know what's going on in their life. They could have told you at the open house that we're putting our house on the market next week, everything's great, and then a tragedy happened, and their life got turned upside down. But they're still going to do it. They're just on hold, and you're not. We're not the most important thing to them. So, and then if you just gave up, then they're like, oh, she was so nice, I forgot her name.
Yeah.
And then they go on the first website, and that person gets a hot lead in 30 days because we didn't stay in touch with them.
It's important to understand their urgency too, because I've made the mistake of thinking, oh well, they don't seem urgent, and then you ever gone to buy a car and you don't intend to buy a car, and then you think, well, I'm gonna do that in a couple of months, and then all of a sudden someone shows up in front of you and you go buy the car, you know? So that person, the person I talked to the first time, you know, especially in that world, you don't have the relationships. And especially in our world where they don't have a relationship yet with you. You know, so I think that sometimes we need to understand that people are maybe more urgent than we realize, and they may connect with a realtor on Wednesday and went and saw that one house, and now they have that relationship, and then they don't know how to tell you. So, I mean, I think it's a good point to, like, maybe on earlier in the week, really build that so that they can tell you, oh, there's this house people have seen online. Because now they have so much information online they can get real quick. I think sometimes I know that's happened to me. And another thing too is, like, you have to, like, once that happens to you and you don't, that event doesn't happen, like you don't get to show those people houses, like, don't let that just rip the carpet out from under you.
And
You
don't
gotta
get
keep going
totally
forward.
discouraged by it because a lot of people will get mad too.
Right.
They're like, oh, I'm the nerve of them and this and that.
I
And, you know,
trial my plans.
you know, I turned my life upside down. I canceled this. I canceled that.
We've all done
And, you
it.
know, God forbid something bad happens. So I mean, flip that around and say, hey, I know we were supposed to meet. I hope everything's okay. I hope you're all right. You know, please let me know. I'd love to reschedule with you. Show your passion. And then, a lot of times, even if they're like, oh, you know, at the very least, sometimes they don't respond, but sometimes they'll say, we're so sorry, we went to this open house and we found this house and we're going to put an offer on it. And that happens. We all get burned. But that's the business. I'm going to say one thing about cool internet leads. There's a journey, and I did a little video on this. When someone signs onto a website, like they said earlier, is they're signing onto several different websites. So you need to stand out, like we're saying. So I'm reiterating a lot of things. It's a 6 to 12 month journey that they are going to go on. They don't want to talk to you. They're looking for houses. They're not looking for a realtor. So keep that in mind. Build a one-sided relationship. Might be 6 to 12 months of talking to yourself. Give them value over and over and over and over. What most realtors do is they get the lead, they get excited, they call, they make text, they do it 2 or 3 times. A new lead comes in. Shiny object. Get rid of that. That one's not working. Let's do this. And they do that cycle over and over and over. And some of them, if you're lucky, they'll put them on a drip. But most of those drips are canned. And they're like you said, like Lisa said, they're the same thing that everybody else is doing. So I never liked those. Create something yourself. Create something, even if it's just general, and go back and make it a point to go back and work your leads, especially the people that are looking on a consistent basis, and try and give them some value. And if you keep that 6 to 12 month journey up and have that one-sided relationship and give value, you'll be surprised at how many people respond within that 6 to 12 month period. You should be doing about 2 to 3 deals per 100 leads. That's the average.
Sounds awful, but very, very good.
Any quick questions? I mean, obviously, we can be here until tomorrow.
I just want to say something on internet leads. Well, the cool ones, not cold ones. I don't really know anything about that. But on the cool ones, I used to get a little annoyed when the ones that come in and they're lower, under 200,000, 150, But those are the people that need our help, and those are the people that answer their phone. Mm-hmm. And I'm finding, so now I'm at the point where I'm like, that's fine, and I'm focusing more on them than on the higher ones. They sort of, I don't know, maybe they have a friend that's really, I don't know what the deal is, but
They're all great.
they're all good leads.
They're all
But I'm just
different
saying those
personalities,
people
and
really
they all-
need your help.
They're all a unit.
They don't
That's why
seem
we're
to
in
know
business. We
what
wanna
they
help.
Yeah, you can't judge.
All right, well, awesome, and thank you so much for coming.